Hey guys, I am back and today we are taking some curly hair hot takes to court. So just to break it down a little bit, guilty, not guilty, case dismissed. Guilty means that I disagree with the quote, that quote gets curly hair jail time. Not guilty means that I do agree with the quote and that it's a good claim. And then case dismissed, I know I'm not using this term correctly, but that in my opinion means that the claim is so bad that it does not deserve the time to be on my judge desk, theoretically. Okay, so I know, don't judge right now. Today, I don't know why, but I always pick to record my YouTube videos on wash day. So this is wash day hair. My curls usually look better than this. They've looked great all week. So take my hair right now with a grain of salt and just listen to my words, because I promise I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so to begin, so the first claim is curly hair looks better unrefreshed on the third day. That's a guilty claim right there. My favorite day is day 1, because I feel like that's when the gel is the strongest. Maybe day 2 if it needs a little refresh, but day 3, that's diabolical. I wash my hair twice a week, and by day 3, sometimes it looks a little funky. So that is not the best day. Not the worst day, but not the best day. Okay, the next prompt is diffusing is unnecessary if your routine is great. That one, not guilty. I think I do agree with it. I think unnecessary is a bit of a strong word here, but I think a diffuser is really only needed if you have fragile hair and keeping it wet for long periods of time causes breakage, or if you need to dry it efficiently. But I think air drying is more than a viable option. I kind of mashed 2 prompts together for this one. Most people use way too many products. Curly hair isn't high maintenance and people overcomplicate it. That one is not guilty. I do agree with it. I think people should use a maximum of 4 products. And this is if you have wavier curly hair. I know people who have coarser hair have a different routine, but I think the products should be leave-in, curl cream, mousse, gel, oil, and even then purposes of those overlap. So I think if you're putting in like 10 products in your hair, let your hair breathe, give her a sec, it'll be fine. Okay. Next prompt, using shampoo every wash is bad for curls. That one is a case dismissed. It's dismissed. Okay. I mean, if you want to use a gentle shampoo or skip it altogether if you prefer, that's fine. All the more power to you. But me, I love my Redken clarifying shampoo. I think, especially if you wash your hair less frequently, and by less frequently, I mean 3 days or more, all that buildup cannot be erased with just conditioner. And I think clarifying shampoo is a very good reset. Highly recommend it if your hair is strong enough for it. Okay, my next prompt is protective styles are more about convenience than they are for health. This one's a not guilty to me. I think it depends on what you consider a protective style, because I think this one and this one are 2 very different things now. But I do believe there are a lot of benefits to protective style, especially convenience, and I think having convenience for your hair is not a bad thing. I think maintaining curly hair can sometimes cost an arm and a leg, and if you want to save the hassle, I think that's totally fine. So if you use protective styles, all the more power to you. Good job. The next one, expensive curl hair products work better. Case dismissed, case thrown out the window, because in this economy, I think it's a little bit privileged, not a lot of it, but a little bit privileged to say that drugstore products and affordable products don't work as well. Sometimes they do even a better job than high-end products. And the more important piece of this will always be, it depends on your hair type. It does not depend on the price. Okay. The next prompt is curly hair doesn't need trims as often as people say. I'm going to make up a new category for this one. I'm going to make it up. Now, I'm going to call this one a hung jury. I'm the wrong person to ask on this one, because sometimes curly hair trims, at least where I am, costs like $200 and I don't have $200, so I take a pair of house scissors and I just trim those ends. I raw dog it, and you know, turns out fine. But if you get curly hair trims, I think it's a good idea. I just can't justify spending $200 on that when I could just cut off my split ends myself. Now, I also kind of know what split ends look like, so I think if you're gonna mess up your hair or you're worried about length and stuff, definitely go to professional. But you can also do it at your house. I think you can DIY anything if you put your heart to it. Okay, my last prompt of the day is Frizz is for unhealthy hair. I'm gonna say this one is guilty. This one's not prison time guilty, but definitely a little bit of jail time guilty, because now this is very broad. Of course, it depends. I know some people who have damage to their hair and that itself can cause frizz, but literally for me it fully depends on week to week. Like, it depends on the products I use and the weather and whether or not I brush it all the way, or like there's like a million different factors on why my hair looks different, how it looks different. And so to just say that frizz is unhealthiness is inaccurate. Even something as small as me just sleeping on it can cause frizz the next day. So I think it's a little bit of a bold assumption to make. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to let me know if there's any mistrial in the comments, anything you disagree with. I'm totally open to learning. This is fully a new concept for me. I've never seen curly hair court before, so let me know if you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate all y'all's support so far, and I will see you next week. Ta-ta!